Hi everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. I wanted to share three things with you today. I wanted to give you some encouragement that's been encouraging to me. I wanted to share about Pastor Isaac's car that we've been working on, and also some website development that I've been doing, just to update you on stuff happening for us here in Kenya. The encouragement that I have for you this morning comes from Joshua chapter 3, verse 5. And it says, "Consecrate yourselves, for tomorrow the Lord will do amazing things among you." And I went on to write to myself, just in reflection, do I live expectantly? Do we live expectantly? Not only waiting for God to do something, but also to prepare myself in the meantime. It's very difficult when it seems God is silent, but there's also the flip side to it, because as the saying goes, pray like it depends on God, but work like it depends on you. And so that's something that I have been encouraged to recently, is just to live expectantly, to be praying and asking God for His direction and His provision, but also just to consecrate myself to do what I can, to be a good steward of what I have in front of me, and it's not always easy, and I know we all struggle with different things in different ways, but yeah, just to keep at it, one day at a time, step by step. Updating on Pastor Isaac's car, it's really a cool story. You know, for probably a year, we've been trying to encourage Pastor Isaac to bring his car in so we can work on it. And if you remember that, you know, Pastor Isaac and Maranatha, we're partnering with them, and then with Paul the mechanic, you know, partnering with his organization, Amati. We wanted Pastor Isaac to bring his car to Paul, and so we could work on it and try to get it fixed up. I mean, sometimes I wondered if Pastor Isaac was Flintstone in it sometimes, you know, with his feet through holes in the bottom of the floor trying to pedal the car, because it was in really, really bad shape. And so about a month and a half ago, he came. I brought it to Paul's workshop, and over the last month, Paul has been working on the car, and getting parts for an old Subaru four-wheel drive station wagon has not been easy, because that car goes back, I think the model goes back to the early 1990s or something. It's really an old model, and so getting parts was hard. It took time, and then finding problems underneath the problems on the surface. There was a lot to fix. So last week Paul got it done, and Pastor Isaac was able to pick it up. And we told Pastor Isaac that we would be covering the cost of that, of whatever it cost to fix the car, and also to fill it up with gas and everything. And he was just beside himself. He had few words to say, just so humbled and so thankful for this partnership and this opportunity to be a blessing. And it was really, really cool to connect these two. If you remember, I mentioned in the other video that we had a meeting together, Paul, Isaac, and I, and that was so special. And so all of this has come out of it, and then also with Paul being able to receive Bible study materials from Pastor Isaac and their church to help with their Bible study program in Kakamega is really cool. Now, another cool connection about that car getting fixed is that with my websites that I do for people, you know, I don't know exactly, it's not a business, so I'm trying to think, how do I encourage donations for organizations I do things for, or how do we work it out? And you know, I pray about it and see what to do. But when I did the website, the LCC Children's website, which you can see the link in the description below, I'll give that link for the children's website so you can check it out. They asked me if I would be willing to do the website for them, and I said, sure, I'll do it. I need to. I also want to train somebody in your organization to learn how to edit photos and put you know, make changes in the website. And so I said, you know, but whatever you choose to give, we'll appreciate, and we'll use it for the ministry. So when Pastor Isaac's car was finished, we got the bill. The bill for the car was $1,500 to fix all the fixing and everything. Paul did not charge labor. He you know, it's so awesome in this ministry together that Paul is like, man, we love this kind of ministry to help Pastor Isaac out, and so they didn't charge labor, just parts, and so it's $1,500 to get the car fixed. So I told the children's home, I said, you know, we have the car fixed. Whatever you give, 100% of it will go directly to Paul to help pay for the car that we got fixed. And so, in the same day, they sent $300 to Paul directly to cover part of that cost of the $1,500. So now we only have $1,200 to cover the cost, and you know, that's so cool how that works. You know, all of this money that we have been given to be here and to do ministry, that's all God's money, and even your money that you work hard for, it's God's money. And so we just thank you for your generosity, and even as we look to raise the money to finish that bill of $1,200, you know, whatever you give, it goes directly to Paul to cover that cost. And we just continually encourage you. We know from our own life experience that the more generous you are, God blesses that generosity, and it's His anyway. So don't worry about. Let God grow you with your finances by being generous, and He'll teach you things you never even imagined. Then when it comes to, so then with the web, after we got that done, then I started, they told me a lady, Karen, in their organization for the children's home would be trained to learn the website. So I had my first session with Karen 2 days ago. And it was really great to meet her and then just get started with training. And I thought, man, it just really encouraged me in my spirit, because up until this point I've been doing some websites, but I haven't started doing training for anybody. I haven't had the chance to do that yet. And so it was just so cool to be in a position to pass on skills to somebody that they can learn and grow in themselves and their skills and their knowledge of how to do things. And especially when it comes to technology, website stuff, that's a great skill to have. So that I'm excited about the opportunity to train her. And then also as we go forward, when I do websites, to train others as well. What a great skill to pass on, and I'm thankful to be in that position. So I hope you enjoyed the encouragement, and I hope you enjoyed the update from us. Please follow our journey. You know, subscribe to our channel as I'm trying to get this started. We'll talk to you again in the next one.